Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Simple Logic Podcast, man. This is a podcast where your host, WattsTV, talks about topics logically, but also in a comedic fashion. Before I start, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, for those of you who are listening, I have podcast videos as well. So if you want to see my reaction, then please do me a favor and go over to my YouTube channel, WattsTV, and do not forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. But if you haven't noticed, for those of you who are watching, I got rid of the green screen and the aesthetics. I do not have a conventional green screen, so it was a bitch setting it up, taking it down. Like, it just got really annoying. So I just decided to just do things regularly. It's just you and I talking anyway. It's just me and the audience. Well, the audience that isn't there. It's just me and the camera. That's all there needs to be to it anyway. So I got rid of the extras. But man, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing during this pandemic that everybody acts like just went away all of a sudden because we still going to, I said we like I'm doing it. I have been safe. People are still going to clubs, smoking weed together, sharing joints. Drinking after one another, just a whole bunch of people partying in close proximity, just doing the fucking most. That's why this whole situation has gotten worse. But I digress. I hope everybody is blessed, and I hope everybody is doing well. Excuse me. So there is something I want to talk about real quick before we get into the actual topic, just because I thought this shit was hilarious. Yo, did you guys see that Lil Boosie interview with Mike Tyson on his podcast? Bro, the funniest shit I have seen in a while. Like, this is straight comedy. Like, this was so funny, dog. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory real quick. So to make a long story short, Lil Boosie has had words about Dwayne Wade's daughter. He's had words about Dwayne Wade's child. I don't know if he calls her she or he. I don't know. I'm gonna just say she. Okay, so he's had problems with Dwayne Wade's daughter, right? And he is a little boy, but he prefers to identify as a woman, which is perfectly fine. I don't have any problems with the LGBTQ LMNOP community myself. I really don't care. Do whatever makes you happy. Even though I can't really get your acronyms right because there are a lot of them and you guys keep on adding letters, and I wish you would let me know when you add a letter so I can say it right. But whew, man. Anyway, yes, Lil Boosie has always had words for Dwayne Wade's daughter because he's a little boy who wants to identify as a girl, and he says, "Dad, I want to be a girl." Look, in my book, that's fine. I didn't really get the outrage. Everybody's saying he 12 years old, man. This is Boosie voice. He 12 years old. He ain't gonna do that to no kid. That's a child. He don't know no better. First of all, to my knowledge, the child did not go through a sex change. Like, he did not do that. He's just expressing that he would rather prefer to be called a woman, which is fine if that's what you want to do, and that's what you want to do. And later down the line, if you want to get a sex change, then hey, by all means, it's a free damn country. Not really, but you can do that in this country. You know what I mean. Anyway, so Boosie, he continued to say, 12 years old, you shouldn't do that. He doesn't know what he's talking about, blah, 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 right? So he goes on to Mike Tyson's podcast. First of all, guys, if you haven't listened to Mike Tyson's podcast, and I suggest that you do, it is a fun listen. And we always see Mike Tyson as the crazy boxer who bit a nigga's ear off or whatever. But this dude actually got a lot of wisdom. Like, he's crazy, but he's smart. Mike Tyson is actually very smart. So if you're ever bored, then go peep his podcast. But anyway, during this podcast, Mike Tyson basically asked Boosie, so why do you have words for Dwayne Wade's son? I don't get that. It has nothing to do with you. And he straight up asked him. Mike Tyson straight up asked him. He said, well, Is it because maybe you are like you're gay and you putting down somebody else is pushing you further away from the gay community? Are you gay? Mike Tyson asked this man that. That is so funny. This is one of the reasons why I love Mike Tyson's podcast, because what the fuck are you gonna do? Like seriously, what are you going to do? You can't fight Mike Tyson. No matter, he can literally ask whatever he wants, and you are not going to do shit. You gonna fight him? No, you just gonna sit there. You gonna shut the hell up, and you're gonna answer those goddamn questions. And guess what, guys? Boosie sat there, shut the hell up, and answered those goddamn questions. And it's so funny because you could tell if it was anybody else. If it was anybody else, then Boosie would have took like crazy offense. He probably would have did a bunch of, rah rah rah, hoopla and holler and all that shit. But with Mike Tyson, he like would take a second and he'd be like, I mean, nah, man, I'm straight as an arrow, like. And the looks that he would give were hysterical. But no, that's a factual question. Like, why do you have words about somebody else's child that isn't yours? And the funny thing is, Mike Tyson said that he agreed with Boosie. But he said, look, here's the thing. Who the fuck am I? He said, who the fuck am I? That's what Mike Tyson said. He said, who am I to be saying anything about anybody else's child? And I wholeheartedly agree. Like, that's not your kid. You're not raising your kid. So mind your business. And you just got to shut the fuck up, because it literally has nothing to do with you. Like, if it has nothing to do with you, then the best thing for you to do, you can disagree with it all you want. I mean, that's totally fine. But you don't have to speak on it, because it's not your situation, and it's not your child, it's not your family. So just shut the fuck up. But yo, I thought that was so funny. Y'all should, oh my gosh, if you guys have not watched that interview, I encourage you to please watch that interview, because that shit is so fucking funny. Like, nobody else can ask hard-hitting questions like that. You really gonna fight Mike Tyson? No, you gonna be afraid a nigga gonna bite your ear off, bro, or just punch have you seen this man shadow box? Mike Tyson shadow boxes like he hasn't lost a step. It's been some years now since Tyson has been back in the ring, like in an actual like real fight. But he looks like he can kill you. He can literally kill you. I'm sure that he can kill a man with his bare hands. I'm positive, if he hasn't already done it. But yo, again, what the hell are you gonna do? Oh man, that is so funny. But anyway, guys, let's go on to our topic of the day. Today's topic is, please stop rushing to put a title on a relationship. God damn it. Okay. So real quick, guys, I had to stop recording this first part of this podcast episode, because there's a goddamn a dump truck outside, and it was making so much noise. So I decided to play back the audio and video that I just did, and lo and behold, there was something in my fucking nose. Don't know what it was. It wasn't even a booger, but it was in my nose, and it's very visible in the video. Should I keep it up there? Keep it up there, whatever. It's funny. It may disgust some people, but, at least I got, a paper towel and took care of the situation. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Stop trying to put a title on a situation so soon. Like, I cannot stand when people do that. Now, before I even dive deeper into this topic, into this conversation, I just have to say that I'm no relationship expert. I'm not even an expert in my own relationship. I am no expert, but I dabble a lot with common sense. I'm just saying. Will I say I'm a common sense expert? Probably. This is going to be really cocky, but if somebody like me with my common sense was running the country, we'll probably be better off. That was extremely arrogant, but it's true. Just think about it. If we had a president with some common fucking sense and some decency, this country would go so smoothly. Anyway, we get into another topic. Do not take me there. Anyway. So yes, please do not put a title on anything too soon. a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I know, I felt like some who are in relationships now, some who I felt like rushed, like always so quick to put a label on everything. And I think that kills everything. Um because one, you didn't lay down a solid foundation in your relationship. And two, it's just so fucking stupid. What are you rushing for? I just don't understand what is the rush to be with somebody. I know of a young lady. I'm not naming any names because we protect the innocent on all of my content. Not naming any names, but I know this young lady who rushed to get into a relationship and then it went horribly. It's one of the worst relationships of her life. And I wonder why. So instead of rushing to put a goddamn label on anything, how about you become friends first? And when I say friends first, I mean you get to know each other. Take me for example, guys. Like I said before, I am far from perfect. I am not perfect at all, and my relationship isn't perfect. But take mine for example. We have laid, excuse me, a solid foundation, an extremely solid foundation. So let me give you a little backstory. All right, so my girl and I, we've known each other since fucking middle school. We've known each other since middle school. Didn't talk too much in high school, but we were still friendly towards each other. College, actually became friends, and like what, 6 years down the line now, we've gotten into a relationship. That's a lot of time knowing a person. That is a lot. I mean, granted, it took 6 years for me to like know her. Now I'm pretty sure I know her like a book, whether she says so or not. But I do, and she knows me pretty well for the most part. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes being friends can take a long ass time, and you know what? That's okay, because whether it works out or not, you're gonna know that you really knew this person and you really wanted to be with this specific person. So please just take the time. Stop fucking rushing. I'm sick of that shit. Why do you guys want to rush so much? Just chill. This is COVID season. This is COVID all over. This shit's not gonna go away for another 2 years probably. That's what they're saying now. Why are you in a rush to get into a relationship anyway? Bruh, relax. Everything. I got something in my eye. Jesus. Everything. Lord Jesus. Everything is going to come organically when it's supposed to. So my G, listen to me. Relax. It's okay. You don't need a man right now. You don't need a woman right now. Matter of fact, during this whole pandemic and quarantine bullshit, even though no one's really quarantining anymore, they should be. This is a perfect time for you to get to know yourself more, to do what you want to do. This whole quarantine, I am concentrating on trying to get this content creation off the goddamn ground so I can just work for myself. Like, focus on you. But here's the thing. People kill me, man, because some people will, this is men, I'm saying people because this is men and women. They will see a specific person and instantly start to fantasize like, oh man, our kids would look like this, they'd be so cute. Them kids would come out ugly as shit. Those kids could be cross-eyed coming out the womb with a full-fledged beard, talking about some, mommy, why you hide me in basement, mommy? Love me. You do not know that those kids are going to come out look. I'm going to hell. I'm sorry. You do not know that those kids are going to come out looking any type of way. All right. You don't. So why are you fantasizing? Man, there have been times where my friends, once again, no names, but if you're listening to this, you know who you are. This person came to me and said, yo, Watts, I met this guy and he's this and he's that. And I said, oh, word, how long have you known him? And she was like, oh, about 2 weeks now. 2 weeks? 2 weeks? and you're already fantasizing about all this shit. You think he's this, that, and the third, but you really don't know. And guess what? He wasn't. They're not even dealing with each other anymore. That is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. You need to get to know the person that you want to deal with. And if that means being friends for a long ass time, then I would rather you do that than to just automatically put a label on something and just go with it. Let me tell you something, yo. Relationships are already hard. Relationships are hard. Why are you making them harder by trying to learn somebody while you're already in a relationship? Ugh. Do you know how that is not fun? That sounds extremely tiring, and it sounds fucking annoying, because while you're around this person, you're constantly going to be doing shit that you didn't even know that they didn't even like, and then eventually it's going to become a huge issue. Possibly, you never know. Like stupid shit like that. You gotta get to know the person. You ask, what are your goals in life? Do you want kids? Because a lot of people do not want kids. A lot of people do not necessarily want to get married, but you dating this nigga and you never even asked him how he felt about marriage, and now they don't want to get married. Or vice versa. You're messing with this female and she does not believe in marriage, but you're dating her with the expectations that something grandiose is going to come out of this relationship. No, all you had to do was ask these questions at the beginning. So, how are you with what's your situation with your family? How is your credit? Ooh, credit. All right. So, I am 26 years old now. When I was dating, that was a huge concern of mine. Credits. I know some of you may not understand because some of you may be a little younger, but having great credit, that is a huge issue. So once again, I'm 26, right? If I plan to date you long term and something ends up coming out of that, and then we end up getting married, guess what? Your credit becomes my credit and vice versa. Fuck no. You think I'm gonna marry somebody with a 320 credit score? I don't even think it could go that low. But you think I'm gonna marry somebody with a 320? No. It should be, if your credit score isn't 700 and above, I cannot deal with you. I can't deal with you. Matter of fact, I can tell somebody's credit score by their taste of music. If she listen to NBA YoungBoy, her credit score about a 2. You know. But it varies. Like my musical taste, sometimes I listen to some nice jazz to calm me down. I listen to a lot of classical music in the mornings, if you guys didn't know that about me. I like classical music, and then I like classic hip hop. I like intricate hip hop. See, now that's 700 and above music. But you listen to NBA YoungBoy, yeah, that's about it too. You know. Don't get me wrong, sometimes everything is good in moderation, but if all you listen to is NBA YoungBoy, your credit is trash. I know it is. I just know. You don't even have to tell me, sweetheart. You don't have to tell me. I know it's garbage. It's okay. It's okay. And don't get me wrong, I listen to some trap shit every now and again. I really like 21 Savage, but everything in moderation. 21 Savage has gotten a lot better, though, by the way. His last album was fire. I really liked it. But anyway, guys, yes, please stop rushing. There is no rush. Find out their likes and their dislikes. I'm looking at my notes right now because there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to say about this. Yeah, just take the time to just learn a person, because you just never know. While you're dating them, you could find out something that you do not like, but you're stuck. I mean, you're not necessarily stuck, but still, you can get out of a situation, but that's a lot of time wasted. That's why I like the idea of actually getting to know a person, because wasting your precious time, you can never get that shit back. Let me tell you, I hate wasting my time. There are a lot of I would rather waste money than waste my time, because I know when I waste money, I know 9 times out of 10 it's my fault. It's my fault that I just wasted money. But if I'm not wasting my time, I use my time sparingly. Like, all right, at this time I have to do this, I have to do this, and I have to do this. I know I have a goddamn itinerary, okay? But if it's money, I bought something stupid and it doesn't work, then that's fine. That's money wasted on me. I'll just send it back, whatever, what have you. Time you cannot get back. So just to save time, once again, build that foundation first. How the hell you think a house is going to stand without a goddamn foundation? Huh? Build that friendship first and you'll be fine. So stop rushing. Don't say what are we? Stop that. Now, granted, my situation was a little different. That's 6 years between my girl and I. We were both dating here and there until something happens. But if you two are still exclusively talking to each other, like dealing with each other and having sex and all that other stuff after 6 years, like I said, my situation was a tiny bit different. Yeah, you might want to ask that question then. Yeah, maybe then if y'all still haven't established anything. But yeah, you might want to ask. But other than that, man, just stop rushing. Everything good comes with time. Everything comes in time. Everything good comes in time. You're going to be okay. For example, I have been waiting for this PS5. Yes, I bought it there. I've been waiting for this PS5 for months. All right? Months. Matter of fact, maybe a year now, because I heard about the PS5 a year ago. And guess what? It is coming out in a few weeks, and I can't wait. I don't know when Amazon is going to get it to me, but I know I'm going to get it eventually. All right? Good things come with time. So please do your partner and yourself a favor and stop trying to rush it. Thank you. Ooh. Let's talk about some stupidity, shall we? Oh my gosh. Guys, I had okay, so there was this gentleman on Instagram basically preaching about relationships and basically saying how he doesn't want to talk, like he doesn't want to date. It's friendship and then marriage. Literally the dumbest shit I ever heard before in my life. Friendship and then marriage. Extremely dumb. Okay, so that's extremely dumb, right? This morning, a homegirl of mine, she posts a story basically saying the same thing, saying that she doesn't want to date, she doesn't want to talk, she doesn't want any of that. She wants a friendship and then marriage. And once again, we protect the innocent around here, not saying no names. But yeah, this just really baffled me because this is really stupid. I've heard some dumb shit in my day, but that is incredibly stupid. Granted, I don't know if she was really serious or not. I'm sure she wasn't. Because she's very sarcastic, but still, that's so dumb. Let me tell you why it's dumb, right? It's not, first of all, it's not realistic. Yes, you can most definitely get to know I cannot speak today. You can most definitely get to know a person by being their friend first and then getting into a relationship. That is correct. That's true. That is what I advise you to do. But I advise you to get into a relationship and not a proposal, not a marriage. You don't go from friends to marriage. Let me tell you why. So this person, this guy, this female that you think that you know, he or she is going to be different in a relationship. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you go from 1 to 1,000 so fast? Like, no, you still need to get to know a person through having like a relationship with them. Because that's why I said being in a relationship is already hard. Because like I've known my girl for a long time, and when it comes to like relationship stuff, I'm still learning a few new things about her. I can know all the little stuff about her as much as I can, but that won't make a difference for the relationship stuff. Like I know she doesn't like open stuff. She doesn't like open doors and open cabinets and all that. Sometimes I do it on purpose just to fuck with her. But yeah, you don't know how they are in a relationship, so you can get into this relationship with this woman or this man and not realize how possessive they are and not how crazy they are over you. It could be, what was that movie that Michael Ealy and Sanaa Lathan was in? I don't know, But this man would literally kill somebody for this woman. And he did. In the movie, he killed somebody for her because he thought that, there were a couple people that were just getting too close. You should know this. Being in a relationship is hard enough because you're still learning like relationship aspects about that person, and you're still constantly working it out. There have been situations where I was like, yo, I didn't know how you felt. I didn't know that you felt that way, but I apologize, and I will take that into an account next time I do this, that, and the third. And then it's cool. Like you are still constantly learning each other. But if you just go into everything blind, man, you are doomed. You are doomed from the start. So that whole notion of, I don't need to talk to nobody. I don't need to date nobody. It is friendship and it is marriage. Friendship and then marriage. That's not, that is not logical, and it makes no sense. And again, it's probably, I don't know if it's the dumbest shit I heard. I know I said that, but it's top 2, not even top 3. It's top 2. It's either first or second. I don't know. I've heard a lot of dumb shit in my lifetime, but I might have taken the cake. But yeah, don't do that. Most definitely be friends for a long time. I sound like a broken record. Be friends for a long time, and then get into a relationship. And then if marriage and shit comes like later down the line, then cool. That's what's up. That's it. But you need to experience every aspect of a person, that is friendship and that is also relationships, because they are going to act differently in the friendship than what they would a relationship. And I can attest to that myself. Would you buy a car without test driving it? Would you? No, because that'd be stupid. What if there's something wrong with the engine? Huh? What if it feels weird? What if something is wrong? What if something is broken and you didn't even realize it until you actually drove it? Would you really? Same thing with sex. Don't get me started with that. People who say they are going to wait till marriage, I commend them. I wholeheartedly commend them, because I can't. I need to test that car out. I need to know, I need to know what you're working with before we get into this marriage situation, because if it's trash, I'm not a teacher, guys. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm sorry. I want, if I get my PS5, right? Yes, I brought it back to the PS5. If I get my PS5, I want it to have the controller, the power adapter. I want it to have everything that it's supposed to come with. Not saying that you are supposed to have sex, but me, with my preference, I would rather you come with all the, with all the accessories. This is a horrible analogy and I'm going to get shit for it, but that's just what I prefer. Like, I don't want to go out there and teach you. That is not my degree. Look, you see my degree up there? You see my degree? My degree is in mass communications. Ask me if I use it. I haven't used shit. Only time I use my degree is with my content. Literally. That's the only time. My degree hasn't helped me out with a goddamn thing. Do not let me get started on this topic again. But I am not a teacher. My degree is in mass comm with a concentration in print online journalism. I'm not a teacher. I don't want to teach you. I want you to come with the perks, all right? I want the deluxe. I don't just want the standard. I don't want the camera with just the body. I want a lens in it too, all right? Awful analogies, man. I'm a fucking nerd. But seriously, guys, I don't know. You all who are saving yourself for marriage, I commend you, because I cannot. And if that means I have to go to hell, then I guess I'm going to hell, just as long as I have like a heaven view. Like, don't put me on the same level like as like, the serial killers who like murdered their family and shit. Don't put me on that level. Like, put me on the level with the people who always committed like petty crimes, like extremely petty. Like, put me on that level so I can still see heaven, but I can't get to it. Just send me there. But don't send me down there with the serial killers. I don't think that's fair. Dante's Infernos had sections, huh? Why can't my hell have sections? I'm just talking stupid now. I think it's a good time to end this podcast. Oh Lord, I'm convinced. I might need some help, but it's okay. I'm sure this is entertaining for some of you. But I digress. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Simple Logic Podcast. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. If you are watching on my YouTube channel, WattsTV, please do not forget to share, subscribe, and like, and make sure you do press that like button. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm. So I would really appreciate it if you guys went over to my video, subscribe, hit that like button, and share it with all your peeps. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. The podcast is doing well. I'm not going to stop. I am enjoying them. This is like therapy. I get to say all the dumb shit that I want, and this is really fun. Not even gonna hold you. Ooh, real quick. So I would really advise you guys to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because my Storytime Sundays are back, and this story that is coming out this Sunday, it's a funny one. So please, you guys, you guys gotta tune in for this. I'm going to be dropping that Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. You're not gonna want to miss this, and I'm gonna post all of this on my social media just to remind you guys. So, but please, just go ahead now and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm telling you, you're not gonna want to miss it. I appreciate it though. But once again, thank you guys so much, and I'm out. Peace.